Love is beautiful. The moments, the memories, the journey together. But there's the truth no one wants to talk about. Every relationship will come to an end one day, whether through a divorce, breakup, or death. What happens next depends on whether you've planned for it or not. Before you click away, hear me out. If you love someone, planning for the end is the greatest gift you can give them. Because when that day comes, whether expected or not, you'll want to be prepared. Love is about trust, connection, and shared dreams. But it's also about the law. The law already has default rules in place for what happens to your assets and decisions if your relationship ends. But those rules may not reflect your wishes. And if you're not married, the law isn't on your side at all. Without a plan, you could lose everything you've built together. So let's break this down. Let's start with property ownership. Who gets what? You and your partner buy a home together. Everything is great until one day it's not. Without clear legal documentation, a breakup or death could leave one of you without a rightful claim to your home. Think it won't happen to you? It does all the time. I have a client who had a partner for almost 15 years, and when that partner passed away, his kids showed up and wanted everything that they built together. Unfortunately, without a clear plan in place, she had no choice but to give them 50% of what she owned jointly with her deceased partner. The only way to avoid this? Proper estate planning. Let's talk about healthcare decisions. Imagine your partner is in a medical emergency. You rush to the hospital only to be told, sorry, you're not legally allowed to make decisions for them. Without the right documents, like a medical power of attorney and a living will, you may not have the legal right to decide how they're treated. And if there's a disagreement among family members, things can get ugly really fast. A simple document can prevent this chaos. Do you have one? Next, let's talk about guardianship for your children. Do you know exactly who will raise them? If you have minor kids, this is the most important decision you'll ever make. Who will take care of them if something happens to you? Without a legal guardianship plan, the court will decide. And that could mean your kids end up with someone you never wanted raising them, or even in foster care temporarily. And no, just writing it in a will is not enough. That's why we do a kids protection planning for our clients, ensuring that your children are raised by the people you trust the most. No court battles, no uncertainties. Last one, business and financial interest. Don't let it all fall apart. If you and your partner own a business or you have shared investments, what happens if one of you is suddenly gone? Without a solid legal plan, the business could be tied up in court. Assets could be frozen and financial instability could hit hard. A simple estate plan can protect everything you've built together. I know these aren't easy conversations, but protecting your future starts with a simple step, and that is talking about it. Here are some ways you can express your love and plan the way I've been talking about. Tell your partner, I want to make sure that we're both protected no matter what. Talk to them about your assets. Say, what do we own together? How should it be handled? Discuss healthcare wishes. Who do we trust to make medical decisions for us? And plan for your kids. Who will raise them if something happens to us? These are some questions you can ask. And this isn't about expecting the worst. It's about making sure the people you love are taken care of, no matter what happens. Feeling overwhelmed? You don't have to do this alone. I specialize in estate planning that protects your assets, your wishes, and your loved ones from unnecessary stress and legal battles. I'm not just a lawyer. I'm here to help safeguard your love story. And whenever and however your relationship ends, you'll make sure, and I'll make sure also, that it's handled the way you want it. Because planning for the end is really planning for the best possible future. Was this video helpful? Was it an eye-opener? Watch more insightful and helpful videos on this channel for more insider estate planning tips. And if you have any questions or personal story to share, drop them in the comments. I read every single one of them and would love to help.